This doesn't have much of music. So I think okay, we have been here. And we found some money and stuff. Next thing is going to be like an action sequence, so let's put something. Cyberpunk music. Alright. Look in my notes. The deceased Carl Linsky had rented a lab at 4675 Bridgeview apartment. Matrix guy. Keep calm and walk towards the killer bandits. Okay, I step from the fog-shrouded street filled with the 1,000 corpses I just made into the warehouse that Linsky rented. It's an old brick building located near the docks. The smell of the ocean has been absorbed into the wooden beams and the walls. The atmosphere is heavy and damp. The floor is cement, and every time I take a step, the whole area reverberates. It's dark inside. The only lighting being a panel of the frosted glass windows up near the roof line. I can barely make up what appears to be a small area closed off from the rest of the building. I will go over and check it out. Okay. Can we save? Forklift if dissolved. Rat trap. Looks well used. Rat grabs hold of your finger. Small chunk of your forefinger is missing. Ouch. Ouch. Don't put your hand into the hole. Alphabet processor. Every professor has ammunition in their storage. Kind of breathing oil. Blue Bishop. MTC Corporation. Tony Fletcher, private investigator. Okay. I need to write this all down. Sonny Pons. No, I mean Fletcher. Doomsday. Okay. From the Linsky's home, you open the file cabinet drawer. Schindler's List. List of the scientists that may be working on Overlord. John Klaus, Maurice Gribble, David Pope. Blue Bishop. Circled on the death of the noted scientist Carl Davis. Ah, okay. Plot is thickening. Professor, they are on to you. I suggest you disappear fast. The name at the bottom of the fax is Sonny Fletcher. Okay, same guy. Passcode. Street value of 1,500 kroner. Get. He's a bit dirty cop. Well, he's a PI, so. Okay. So you can gather money in this game. And we have like a couple thousand already. That's a wrap. Hopefully. Okay, so phone Lee. I think she's a fixer. Enhance.
Yes, Murphy?
So not that's on.
What's it worth? Be realistic. Be realistic. That seems fair.
Okay. Call Davis.
Sorry, can't help you. Sorry, can't help
Okay. Interesting. The dead scientist.
What's it worth? That seems fair. Sorry, can't help you. Sorry, can't help you.
Okay, interesting.
Sorry, can't help you. Sorry, can't help you.
Hmm.
Sorry, can't help you.
Very useful.
Sorry, can't help you.
Incoming fax. That was fast. Some rundown apartment in LA. Try NCS. They were lovers. Oh. Uh-huh. He has the face of Saint Bernard. Tell me about. Girl and John Klaus were partners once. I was dating John at the time, but when I met Carl, I fell head over heels in love with the little cutie. When I told John, he flew into rage and vowed never to work with Carl. Okay, so this is why he was texting to Carl. Okay, so he is in hiding. Second scientist who is afraid of his life. I don't think we need to threaten her. Okay, so now we got the address of the Okay, so I guess we could fly over there. Just move some files over here. But adding more music to the playlist here, so. Okay, so couple scientists are afraid of their life. One of them is maybe drawn crazy and forced to make a suicide. So what were they working on? Maybe AI? Brainwashing? Oh, oops. I think I have a history, so I can get to the back to that song. Long time since I have used Winamp or derivative, so this is going to be like a bit of learning. Okay, I can probably just drag the files to the playlist. Been avoiding it because it was good way to like crash the old Winamp. track from the one really great game, Shadowrun Returns. Okay, so should we... Well, if he's in danger, we could actually... No. Let's go to Reno. I guess this could be like a pretty cool game with the realistic graphics and huge city and speeders going around. But now we are going to save because I don't trust myself. So, fun fact: the Night City is over here. I arrived in Reno in a small office complex. The building is very new, being designed in the post-nuclear period. As I see a grey-haired man about 50 sitting in a large table. Professor Klaus, the man looks up with a shocked look. How did you find me? Well, I asked your girlfriend. It's my business finding people. I give him the credentials and background on the Linsky case. Okay, we found the... Okay, good. Carl and I used to work together, but we had a falling out over Miss Lightbody. She was my chick and he took her away. He had been trying to get in touch with me, but I wouldn't return his calls. I was sorry to hear about his death. Okay. So next, the company. I was hired by the MTC, which is the Management Training Center. Okay, good to know. For Gideon Enterprises. Gideon! Gideons are evil in this game. They put me work on a project called Overlord. Okay, maybe sharing Bibles or something. I soon discovered that my work has nothing to do with the management training. Yeah, that sounds about it. I was told that Overlord was a project designed to enhance a execute's mental capacity and performance. Okay, they really do need enhancement. But as the project progressed, I grew suspicious. When I started asking questions, I was threatened. I figured it was time to go underground for a while. Okay. I'm a neuroscientist. Gideon Enterprise is the parent company of MTC, but I'm not sure of their true relationship. Okay, interesting. What can I say other than she's a babe? The chick can really move on the dance floor. Yep, by rolling probably. Was given a Nexus terminal and a passcard and a password by MTC to work on Overlord. Central computer, okay. Green passcard. Oh, nice. Have we visited past Dagot yet, by the way? Pawn. He's a pawn. We could visit the Fletcher. Okay. I think this guy is used up. Did we visit the past Dagot already? Honestly, with the Microsoft Flight Simulator 3, the graphics weren't like a much different than these. Maybe we should save. Of course. Fun neighborhood. Ouch. Yep, this is why we saved. Yeah, this is pretty hard. I think he's cybernetically enhanced because he's hitting with almost every bullet. Hard to get to the interview with the suspects. Blown out wasted buildings occupied by the bottom rung of society. You have to be a jungle mentality to survive here. I find a suitable place to wait. I'm hoping to see a guy who witnessed Linsky's suicide. Clement showed me the mugshot of Daggett, whom he described as an ultimate loser. The low-life scumbag. The ultimate, I see the guy looking at him. Quickly dispels the myth that little inbreeding never hurt anyone. Yep, what's with the helmet? Stick it, fish face. One of the first games where you can actually like recognize some places from the real life. The rundown hotel hasn't been converted into apartments. Step into the small city lobby and find the stairs. The stair is dark, with the garbage and old newspapers strewn across. I find apartment 307. and knock on the door. Fletcher answers with the disposition of untipped waiter. I tell him I'm working for Sylvia Linsky, and he tells me to come inside. The room is cramped and confining. Furniture is cheap, and upholstery is threadbare. A portable black and white TV is on the small table, blaring the sound of the lifestyles of the incredibly rich, lucky, healthy, and famous. No way, I got nothing to say. Oh, no. Let's start with the meager price. Thanks, buddy. I'll tell you what I know. He looks a bit odd. Same kind of hair than I do. Linsky hired me to check out the corporation called MTC. He had been hired to do research into the increasing person mental abilities. Or was it Sonny Fletcher that had sent the message that I'm going to get you? As the work progressed, however, I realized they had different intentions. When I started my investigation in the MTC, I received threats on my life and was even shot at a few times. Well, that's normal, this is cyberpunk. I tried to warn the professor, but I was too late. I think they iced him. But I have no idea how they did it. If you want more information on the MTC, check with Wanda Beck. Is she relative of the investigator Big? Ah. Middle finger. Thanks, buddy. I'll tell you what I know. You'll find her at the San Francisco Chronicle. Okay, in NC 1621. No way, they'll find you how you got your information and I'll wind up floating in the bay. Okay, he doesn't want to talk. Okay, he doesn't want to talk with me. Other than what I've been told about the Linsky's suspicions, I don't know anything about Overlord. And I took my money. Drive on the back at the Chronicle, you might want. Former president of the Gideon Enterprises. Okay. This guy is just taking our money. So Wanda Beck. Are we there yet? there's a Golden Gate Bridge. Autopilot is getting like a lineup perfect before setting down. Is at the San Francisco Chronicle building. I look for Wanda Peck. I've always thought Wanda was good looking in a way, far away. But I like Wanda. She's good source of information. She knows how this city is run. Tell me about. Okay. A professor at San Francisco University killed himself last week. Sonny, he was here a while ago asking to check out the number of things, then he disappeared. He lost the presidency of this company, Gideon Enterprises, to Frank Schimming. An old geezer, about 80. Beverly Hills. You found in Beverly Hills at NC 3891. Okay. Good idea to ask. Overall, yeah, Larry Hammond wanted me to do some research on that. The overall process was developed 50 years ago in England, 1970s, so that's when they fed the drugs to the soldiers. Scientists began to work on the mental ability booster. The experiment involved increasing a person's mental capacity by connecting his brain directly to a computer. 1970s computer, oh no. Several scientists tried to experiment on themselves, and at first it worked. By stimulating untapped areas of the mind, they increased their IQs by 15 to 25%. But they also found they were experiencing suspicious success, and commands given through the computer would be followed without question. The experimentation became more and more radical. Okay, they started to feed drugs to the soldiers. Many of the scientists developed severe cases of psychosis. Okay. Some committed suicide and others died under mysterious circumstances. Okay. MTC really stands for Management Through Control. Front for the postcard overload. Okay, yep. Who is the Hammond? He's a brilliant computer specialist who has done some work on MTC Corp. He was concerned about MTC project as the Ron Meat where to find him. He's meat. Real paranoid. He never stays in one place for very long. You'll have to check with your sources to find him. Okay. We can ask Lee. Oh, okay. Sony was the thing. So dull he can't even entertain that doubt. Yeah, probably. Okay, she doesn't know anything about Sylvia Linsky. Interesting. Okay, thanks.
What do you need, Murphy? Make me an offer.
$5.
You're as cheap as your suit.
More.
That seems fair.
Okay.
Sorry, can't help you. Sorry, can't help you.
Guess we need to fly around. Hey, Lee. Didn't you send me anything?
What do you need, Murphy? Make me an offer.
I already
For
paid.
my facts.
Okay. Okay. Finally. Ron Meat hangs out near Coit Tower, used NC 4525. Four, 5, 2, 5.